Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today is BookList Thursday. This is a video series I do with my friend Lindsay over at Lindsay's Little Library. And every Thursday we bring you some sort of list or book topic that we feel like talking about for the week. And this week we are going to talk about some bingeable books. Holiday time is officially upon us. Everyone's getting ready for it. A lot of people have some time off work, time off school, all that good stuff. And a lot of people take this opportunity to get into some books. And so we are going to share some books that we have read that we think are very bingeable, that you can get through very quickly. They're good escapism, and it will help you to enjoy the holiday season and get into a fun story. The first one I have here is one that I read recently, and that is The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. This also has a sequel to it, which I have not read yet, but I definitely want to. But this one I could not put down. It's not a long book to begin with, but it is so fast-paced, and it kept me guessing so much that I just felt like I had to know what was going on. It was shocking. There were things happening that I did not piece together or even think about. She took me to places I was not expecting, and I loved it. And it was compulsive. I just could not put it down. I wanted to know what in the world was actually happening in this story. So we follow a woman who is looking for a job. She's not in a great place right now financially, practically living out of her car, and she ends up getting an opportunity to become a housemaid for a family who lives in a very large house in a very rich part of the neighborhood of the area that she's in, and she takes it. She's going to be a little bit of a nanny to a young girl, plus doing housework and laundry and all that kind of stuff. She also has the opportunity to live in the attic of their house. So she's getting like room and board there. So, but not everything is as it seems. It's fantastic. I loved it. Definitely want to read the sequel to it. And I flew through it really quickly. For my fantasy people, if you have not read Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros yet, please read it. This book was so good. Another one that I just could not put down. This is the limited, they're calling it the holiday edition. I don't really want to call it that. It's a special edition. It's got black sprayed edges. And this was so compulsive for me. I could not put this one down either. I just had to know what was happening. I could not get enough of the dragons. I could not get enough of the characters. This entire world I've just become obsessed with, and I'm 100% on that fandom train. And it blew me away. It really did. Now we are following a young girl who is entering into a dragon writing quadrant of the school that she is in. She's pretty much forced there. She doesn't necessarily want to be a dragon writer, but her mother forces her for very specific reasons. And so she takes on the challenge, and she basically learns what her potential is. And all the while she's learning about the school and about the dragons and how they work, and making friends, making enemies, going through a whole bunch of different trials and defeating and trying to stay alive. It's so good, you guys. I can't even talk about it enough. But the dragons in here are fantastic. They are their own characters. I love them. And if you haven't read Fourth Wing, it is a perfect holiday break read. Another fun one that is a very bingeable series is the Selection series by Kira Cass. And this is a lot of fun. I would read only the first 3 books. There are 5 total. The 4th and 5th one are more companion. It's like a companion duology. Skip those. They're not very good, in my opinion. I did not enjoy them as much and just kind of felt like it wasn't necessary. But the first 3, the main trilogy, is fantastic. So this is basically The Bachelor in a royal dystopian setting, is what it is. The kingdom has decided that the prince is needing to pick a bride, and they decide to do this by having a contest which will comprise of women from all the different areas of their world. It's basically a caste system, and you have to apply to get in, and certain people are chosen. They go to the palace, and it's a bachelor style, every week someone goes home type thing, and they televise it. And there's a lot at stake, especially for our main female character here. And you definitely see romantic aspirations happening in a couple different ways. And it's a little bit of a hate to love, a little bit of a love triangle, and there's a little bit of war on the brink as well to the outside world. Is this being used as a distraction? Maybe. So, just kind of that type of stuff. So it has a whole lot going for it. It was a ton of fun. I could not put them down. I flew through the first 3 books really, really quickly, and it's fun. Author that every time I pick up one of her books, I can't put them down either, is Abby Jimenez. And I would definitely recommend Part of Your World. This is such a fantastic book. I read this in 2 sittings. I could not get enough. And this is a romance that follows 2 people who are living very different lives in 2 neighboring cities. They end up having a wonderful, fantastic night together, just kind of randomly. And from there, they're navigating whether or not they want to be in a relationship, if they want to keep this going, if they want to keep it casual, but they definitely have a draw to each other. But there are certain things keeping them where they are, preventing them from being physically together, on a permanent basis. So they're navigating that as well. There is a lot of family tension in this one. And, just some deeper underlying things happening here, along with, this really beautiful love story between these 2. And the humor in here is fantastic. There's a goat that wears pajamas. And I just loved it. There is a scene in here that still makes me laugh to this day, and I still think about it. So I love her books. They are always just fun, quick, memorable, and I eat them up. I absolutely love them. So Abby Jimenez for sure. And then another series, if you want to get into one of those, is the American Royal series by Catherine McGee. These are a lot of fun. This is another royalty setting where it's America, but America is under a royal versus a democracy that we are now. So people do not vote. The people who are in power in America are descendants of George Washington. So George Washington was a king instead of a president. And so that's how America is run. And we're following the family, the royal family. And this series is a lot of fun. There's 4 of them. They are very quick reads and a lot of drama, definitely. There are a lot of romance in here, along with politics, for sure. And you are seeing this royal family and how each of them are different and who they're interacting with and all the things that come with that. So I really had a great time reading this whole series, and they are very fast reads. So that's another good one. Guys, that is it. Those are some books that are very bingeable, that you can easily read very quickly. Perfect for, just holiday breaks when you're home and you want to get some reading done. These are great ones that I would definitely recommend. So head over to Lindsay's channel today and see which ones she's recommending that are bingeable for her. And we will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.